What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to read the hellos from the computer real quick because that's a lot easier, and then I want to talk about one or two things super quick. Then we'll start looking at some fish tanks. So let me scroll up to the top here. We got Cody's son, Bill Witt. I know Tampa Tom Fishing is in here. There he is. Because Your Fish, Holly Gibbs, Stephen the Biologist, the Zen Ginger, Sandy, there's Sandy Doty. I knew I saw Sandy in here. Sean OOTD reminding everybody to set up a shell dweller tank. Um, so thank you all for joining. Big J's Fish Keeper, what's going on, my friend? Aquarium Cop, hello. Thank you everybody for coming by on this Monday. One thing I wanted to mention real quick. Let me pause this because I'm seeing myself on the delay over here and it's throwing me off. Vinoxky, what's going on, my friend? I wanted to mention Zen had posted, of course, all the links. Thank you, Zen. But she posted one in particular regarding the Fish Room Fever website and mentioned the Amazon links on page 2. The reason I bring that up is if you do any shopping on Amazon whatsoever, doesn't have to be buying anything that I've got linked on there. But if you click on my link first, that does help me out. I get a small commission off of the majority of that stuff. And it links for like, I think 12 hours or something like that at this point. So it's an awesome way. If you're not already using somebody else's affiliate links, it helps me and it doesn't cost you anything. There's no additional charge. You just buy whatever you're going to buy on Amazon and it helps me out. So getting that out of the way, thank you very much for considering doing that. I do appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I put that stuff back into the fish room, of course. Enough of that. Let's have some fun. Aquarium Cop throwing down a $1 super sticker. I appreciate that, my friend, with the upside down smiley face. I'm not going to be able to spin all the way upside down. Chad Krotz, how's it going? William Pridemore, good to see you. But with that being said, you want to check out some tanks? Who wants to check out some fish tanks? Let's flip this camera around here. Oh, no. Hold on. We're going to find the flippy doodle. There it is. And Cop, I'll get you a party popper here in a minute. So, y'all are going to see some of my behind the scenes messes, if you will. Bear with me. I've been up all night working on tanks. So this is one y'all never get to see. It sits right next to my computer when I'm streaming. Right here on this little desk. They don't show up really well on here. But I've got just a few of the golden back yellow neocardinas. So I think I've got maybe 6 in here. I put them in this little bitty thing, that way I could get them to start breeding and then move them into a bigger tank. Need to put some more water in there. This is actually a little tank that came from Nathan's Sand Creek Aquatics when Ed and I went down there to help sort things out, and Amy was kind enough to send some things home with us. That was one of the things that came back, so I've got his sticker on there. It's just a nice little reminder of Nathan to have there. See what I got. Tank Nerd Mitch, what's going on, buddy? Shy Guy Miss Fever, hello. Petzotics, welcome. So there's something you all don't get to see too often, but I spend the majority of my time in the office looking at this little tank, and I absolutely love it. I've got my little shrimp foods right here that I keep so I can toss in 1 or 2 to get them to the front to hang out. And that was purchased at Aquatic Marine, Mitch. So let's flip around here. Again, y'all are going to see some of the behind the scenes messes. Plus, the kids had their first day of online school today, so my office became their classroom earlier for a bit, but Miss Fever and the kids got most of that cleaned up. So here's the tank that's behind me, but y'all usually don't get it up close. Gina French, how's it going? So this right here, I'm of course going to paint it. It's kind of an experiment, if you will. I'm actually going to go in this corner here, that little ledge. I'm going to run that PVC up, and I'm going to make a sand waterfall. Oh, Mitch, definitely. Go by and check them out if you haven't. So this thing has stopped sucking sand, but we get it back down in there. Maybe. Alright, we're not going to play with this thing all day. But this is going to be a sand waterfall. I had it running the other day. You can see some sand up there. Just playing with the theory. So that'll be some nice little added movement behind me in the streams. But I know normally you don't get to see these guys up close. I was trying to show you the Medusa pleco back there. But the angels, as usual, want to get in front. Sam Dam, how's it going? Did I miss Steven? Oh, Aquarium Cop shared the video. Thank you, Aquarium Cop. I appreciate that very much, my friend. And, oh, there's the Sultan. Let's see if we can sneak around the angelfish. No, not quite. Okay. Gina says, doing better. Got lazy with my water changes this past weekend. Got it done today earlier, so I feel better. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Check this out. This is the muck guppy, one of the muck guppy tanks. Let me back out here. You all don't really get to see this, like, ever. But this is the bottom tank below the angels there. One or two muck guppies. We're growing them out, getting ready to start selling muck guppies amongst other things. And then just some random plants and whatnot. And I keep the sponge filters in the bottom so they're not present on the streams. But let me grab some food real quick. Actually, I'll grab the food here in a minute. But if I open this door, I love this. Every time I open this door, they all pile up over here. They're like, oh, the door opened. It's food time. All right. You all are fairly familiar with this view of the tanks. This is, I don't want to say running low on muck guppies, but I've got it thinned out a good bit. I actually cheated, so a lot of times I'll pull the fry out of here and stick them in that larger tank I just showed you. I set this up right here on the overflow. Some small holes in it. That guppy's alive. She's just chilling in the corner. I think she's been popping out a couple babies. But what I did, and this is a sneaky thing for those of you that are using overflows, is I've got it set up running into this breeder box here. So this has been collecting fry for me so I don't have to chase them down anymore. It's also getting rid of the snails, as you can see. HC Aqua, what's going on, Jesse? Now here, of course, the tetras. I've thinned this out some. I'm actually going to convert this over into guppies as well. So can anybody tell me that fish there with the black diamond on it? Let's see, we're going to have a pop quiz today. Of course, there's Nathan's rainbow fish. We're going to have to move him into another tank. I convert that. Oh, thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try and work smarter, not harder. And it really helps because when I put the food in, you know, it floats across the top. I don't have any surface agitation because of the way I've got it plumbed in with that gray pipe right there. So it just glides right across the top to this overflow, and the mutt, or the guppies, which they are muck guppies, but they follow it right on over and get sucked down to the bottom. Ruby Tetra, is that what we got? Alright, well, I'm not going to do it today. I'll announce it ahead of time, but I've got 6 of those guys, and again, I'm clearing this out. So we're going to give away 6 Ruby Tetras, and then we'll probably do a Silver Tip Tetra giveaway. I was thinking Thursday, but if I'm going to be headed out on the road with Kenny E. from Danica Aquatics, then that wouldn't be the day to do it, right? So moving on, because we only have an hour, and I've spent almost 9 minutes. I think the African cichlids are going bye-bye. They killed off one of Miss Fever's favorites, and so she's kind of done with it. And by kind of done with it, I mean she said, get those things the heck out of here. I don't want to look at them. So, Cop says, is that a Kiss fish? Black Diamond song from the band Kiss? It might be. So, we'll see what happens with that. Now, I did move some of the tetras down to here. This is the cursed tank. This is the, and I say that meaning that everything I put in here seems to have died. Nothing against the actual tank. This is actually the Project Piaba tank, which I did part 1 and 2. I never did the stocking video because every time I stock it, everything gets ick and dies. Even with breaking the tank down, letting it sit completely dry for a while. It's just kind of like Big J mentioned having a cursed tank. A lot of us have that one tank that just kills everything. This has been the tank. So that's why I never did a part 3 6 months later. Ooh. There we go. Of course, the piranhas. I'm getting closer to building the stand for the 220. Then I just have to figure out how to get the 220 from storage to the house. I'm sure Ed will let me borrow his truck. Let's see if I can get the light on this guy. He's chilling over here. Of course, he's going to hide down in the bottom. Serpe Tetras, there we go. So there's my alien betta. It's kind of distorted because it's in a bowl. I'll stop shining the light on him. Alright, let's keep walking around. See what else we got going on. So, I reset this tank. Hold on just a second. Time out. Let me close this so the fan isn't too loud in that room. I reset this tank so we've got it ready to go. Reset that tank. I'm going to gravel back it now that it's settled, and then I'm going to add some substrate and it'll be ready to go. So there's a couple 29s that we can put some stuff in. Chewy LTD, how's it going on, buddy? There are the bucktooth tetras from LRBAquatics.com. They're doing well. I need to add a little bit more foliage, a little bit more plant life there. Hey Chevy Fish, how's it going? They're doing good. Here, let me see if I can do the one-handed tetracolor granules. LRB patented, but I'm going to borrow it. There we go. Get that open. Oh, I missed something from Bill. Let me find it. Bill said if you go get Ed's truck before noon, he might not even know it's gone. Yeah, no kidding. There are the Exodon Paradoxus, and we will move along. We are 12 minutes in. Hello, everybody in the reflection. But they're doing well. They're happy and healthy. We'll get them in a bigger tank. I've got a 90-gallon coming soon. I don't know if I ever... I think I showed these guys. Some butterfly plecos. We've got 2 of them in there. And then all these babies are half-black AOC leopards, which I took a bunch out. I say a bunch. I brought 15 or 20 out and tossed them in a tub outside. And we've got some little babies in here somewhere. There they are. I'm going to let them grow out for a couple more days before I stick them with the juveniles. But there, get this to focus, or flip up, there we go. Sorry if there was motion sickness involved. There are the parents. I need to get rid of one of these boys. That boy over there, he's got a spine issue. He needs to go bye-bye. The good old father fish dirted tank with the albino, or not albino, goodness, the blue-eyed lemons. So I just pulled about 30 babies, and there's, quit spinning on me. There we go. Gimbal's not wanting to cooperate. A couple of the first batch of babies, but he is actually, he's kicked a couple out of the nest, or out of the cave, so there are a couple eggs. He is actually sitting on eggs, if I can do this. Oh, no, maybe. No, he's not going to let us see. They're up at the top. He's got a nice big clutch in there. You can kind of see him. We'll stop blinding him. He is old reliable. Oh, hold on a second. Looks like I missed a super chat somewhere. There it is. Gina French with the $10 super chat says, you guys keep keeping on. Gina, much love. I appreciate that very, very much. I really, really do. That is going to be put towards some co-op merch, or products, I should say, not merch. Not that he needs my shameless plugs, but if you go check Aquarium Co-op out, I didn't realize the specimen containers he has are darn near indestructible. I was watching Steenfott's video where Dean was tossing the specimen containers and they're bouncing off the floor, and as most of you all know, those things that you typically get that crack really easy. So that's what that's going to go toward, and I appreciate that, because Lord knows we need more of those. See what else. Make sure I haven't missed anything else. I just saw the dollar amount change at the top. Grass looking stuff on the bottom of the tank. Bill, if you're asking about this here, this is moss mats. So this is Christmas moss mats that I make. So what I'll do is, when I make them, they're kind of like that one there. They're not really filled out, so I make them ahead of time and let them grow out. That's going to be another thing that I'm working on, getting a bunch of them ready to be able to offer online. Stephen the biologist says, hey now Chewy, yeah, just got to do your research and have the mindset that they are aggressive and be prepared to hone them correctly. African cichlids is what I specialized in years ago. Yeah, I gave up on African cichlids just because they're so darn ornery. So we'll just go across to the other top tank. These are the purple moss gals that I got from Haley, Oddball Aquatics mom, I guess it was, when we went to Indiana. They're doing well. There's some that have got like a bluish teal to them. Of course, I'm not going to be able to pick that up now. I might. Let me get the flashlight. That's why you all need shell dwellers. Yes, absolutely. So let's see if we can get some of the color to pop. Oh yeah, see the blues in there? The teal color. You hit them with the flashlight. But they're doing good. These guys, these are the ones that Ed posted a picture on Instagram that I got from LRB. And they have had 4 drops of fry. You can see all the little babies in there. Plus I've got maybe 2 dozen outside in the tub. Sorry, I want to do something. I almost forgot to grab some fishy food. Ooh. And the crowd goes mild. Yeah, Sean, I need to get with you about some shell dwellers now that I'm making some tank space. Give them some food. Haha. Oop, let's do this. Get the top view on these guys. No. Stephen the biologist says, oh, I love frontosis too. We had a group at the lab. We had to find, there we go, a home for a few years ago, and went out and got a 500 gallon just to get them. Oh, wow. I don't think my floor could hold a 500 gallon. Then I've got, so these guys get a water change today. I need to go pick up more sand. We got the little lottles down here. Little baby axies. They need some substrate. They're big enough now they can have some sand. And then that bottom tank I emptied out last night and reset, so we got some room there. Sean's going, yeah, some room for shell dwellers. Alright. So forgive the messes that I normally cut and edit out. We're going to get to that big tank over there in a second. Let me turn this light on. Here we go. Most of you all have seen this tank before, but if not, this has got the Senegal bichers, the ornate bichers, good old green terror, a couple of clown loaches, and a couple of clown knives. And then these boogers, you take some jacks down to the LFS today. It's actually what I'm doing when I get done with the live stream. I'm going to get the cichlids, the African cichlids, the jacks. I've already got some fish in these buckets here to go up to the LFS. Put this little light on. See if we can see any of these guys. So these were actually, the line I bought was green jades. And after the first generation, hey Science Gal, how's it going? Yeah, Sean, I'm definitely going to get with you. I've been thinking about Shelly's. You keep persuading me more and more. But next generation, they were about about a third wild type and a third really nice, or 2/3 really nice black line. So got that going on. Before I get into all the tins, let's go over here. Let's flip this up. Hopefully, yeah, see, I should have left the light off behind me. Actually, hold please, I'm going to flip that light off behind me. Sorry about the camera, but I'm doing like a behind the back reach and turn off thing. There we go. So here are the Fire and Ice from LRB. Get them a little squirty squirt food in there. Oh, focus fishies. Not on the tube. And then these are from LRB. These are that new, forget what he called them, purple something. Which I don't really see a whole lot of the purple, but not my line, I didn't name them. Easy green, yes, I'm loving the easy green. And then these are the white crosses that I got from Tom Patterson when I was up there at the Indiana meet. You know, honestly, I would have to look, Chevy, and see exactly what they are. Of course, we got, oh, I'm going to do this before they all run and hide. Zebra plecos. Lots of zebra plecos. And then I've got the LRB A-Team Blue Dream shrimp in here. There's one of them running. Hey, Fish Tank Barn lurking. I appreciate that, buddy. There's another blue shrimp. And another one hiding up under that co-op bridge there. I've got quite a few of them in there. Oh, there we go. Kind of swimming around. So I think that's just going to be an awesome color setup with the zebras and a tank full of blue dreams. Now, on to the 10 gallons. Sorry, I had my chair in here while the kids took over my office. We may put that to use here in a minute. Da-da-da. Here we go. So these are Cobra Guppies from Fish Tank Barn. I got these back at the Big Fish deal. They've been making babies. Albino Platinums, also from the Big Fish deal, but not from the Fish Tank Barn, or Fish Tank Barn, I should say. He dropped the V. These guys I picked up in Indiana, so I'm looking forward to getting some babies from them. Gina French says, easy green is good, but doesn't work quite well for my water. Produces lots of algae. I like the one from Select Aquatics. Theirs works. Oop, it jumped on me. Great for my water. Yeah, and that's, I mean, it's all about what works, you know, good for your particular water. Alright, and then these guys are a red mosaic from a gentleman named Ben M that I picked up in Indiana. Now the females have got a really pretty blue. Oh, there's one. Let's see if we can catch her. A really, really pretty blue. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a seat while we're looking at these other lower tanks, is take a couple of those females. And here are the blue guppies I picked up yesterday. Let's see if they'll come up front. That blue metallic. A little food in there for them. So I'm thinking about taking a couple of those blue females. Well, probably 4 blue females and then 2 of these blue males and putting them together. And then doing a different line with the other 2 blue males and maybe 2 of the half black AOC leopards that you saw a little bit ago. Then of course we got the cribs. Look at Fat Mama there. Still got the little babies. They're doing good. A little close up on the little babies. Got 4 of them. We've got these pineapple, I guess it'd be pineapple snake skins. We've got these in the Crossville-ish area. Hey, Punchy Paints, how's it going, Pam? These are the HC Aqua Super Dumbo Dragons. They've popped out some more babies. So they're starting to go forth and multiply. Now, these are the other ones that you didn't really get to see in that video that I picked up from the from Aquatic Marine yesterday. They've got a nice, like, metallic gold to them. So I think they're going to be super pretty. Pam booked her cabin for the camping trip. Awesome. And then I've just got this filter hanging here because it was in my way and I needed to hang it somewhere. But these are the metal lace or metallic lace that I got forever ago. No cross endlers. These are also from Fish Tank Barn. Them back at the Big Fish deal. Oh, so here are some of the blue-eyed lemon babies that I was talking about that I pulled out. You can see some of them in there. And then I've got some bristlenose down here. Now, Mom and Dad are both the standard chocolatey color, if you will, but they always drop about 1/3 albino. Just always do, every batch. There's some more like the moss mats somebody was asking about. There's one that's grown out a good bit. There's another one that's grown out a good bit. Two of the baby Bishers in there growing out. That Senegal there, and then there's an albino Senegal in there somewhere. And then just for giggles and grins, I took and put those wild variant Neocardinas in here that came from the Green Jade line, just for the heck of it. And then those are from a nearby source we're going to go to coming up in the future. Ian Atkins, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Just take a little more food in here. Oh, and I do have to disclose, this is not the co-op fry food. I cheated and made my own. They seem to like it though. Alright, so we've got lots of bettas. I did water changes. Well, I didn't water changes. I did aeration on them, if you will, earlier. I like to run an airline in there. Melvin, rebuilding our brand. How's it going, buddy? I'm still working on the racking system for these guys. I had a couple different ideas, but haven't narrowed it down 100%. The one idea I really like is actually so similar to Ed's that I don't know that I want to do it. I was going to order some of the bulk 1 gallon plastic containers, kind of like what he's got, but the 1 gallon ones. But that's just so close to what he's got going. We're gonna look in this bottom tank here in a second. Before we get there, there are the Swiss Aquatics Sunkissed shrimp. Got a couple that are buried, one that's about to pop. This is just a random algae factory that's got some tetras in it, and a couple of bristlenose. Good old glow betta there. He's still doing well in his little bowl. I think it's been, gosh, like 3 months since that video went out. And Stephen, Chewy, I'm not ignoring you all. I just hate to interrupt y'all's conversation or get lost in the middle of something that I'd be buried in, if you will. And these are the black Neocaradinas from LRB. Of course, they all decided to run off when I came over toward the tank. They like to go hide back there behind that rock a lot of times. Hey, Pugs Tanks, how's it going? Oh, there's another one over there. I think we've got a dozen of them, so they'll breed out in this little 5-gallon. There's another one. Alright, so here is the big, not really surprise, but I guess you could say surprise. So the members have seen this girl before, but we finally got her moved into the 110 in here. There's the big old tessellata eel, saltwater. So that was a little bit of fun. She's right at 4 foot long now. And, but Seaweed, how's it going? So that was interesting, trying to move her and, you know, keep fingers attached. Because, as you can see, she's got some fangs in there. She'll chomp on you. She seems to be acclimating well. I'm going to pick up a drop. Normally I'd paint the back of the tank, but I didn't feel like trying to move this thing out the paint. So we're just going to cheat and get a backdrop and hang it back there. She is adapting well. She was swimming all over the place earlier. She's not friendly. Yeah, she is not friendly. She will definitely try to bite you. Let me see if I can get a full shot here. Hey, Darlene, how's it going? Of course, you can see my mess underneath. So that's a 6-foot tank. I wish she'd come out. One Dirty Platty, what's up? How's it going? I wish she would come out so you could see her full length. She has decided she really likes that corner. Yeah, that's exactly it, Chevy Fish said. Those eels' teeth point backwards, so when you get bit, you can't detach. Yeah, when she gets a hold of you, she's got a hold of you. Let me do this, and you can see her tail wrapped around. She's still kind of tucked away, but big old pretty girl. But she's finally moved in here. And that's going to allow me to get the stand for the 220 built in the living room, get that set up, and I think I've convinced Miss Fever to let me build the bed rack in the living room. James has a website, says Pam. Pam, thank you for dropping that link. And for anybody who missed my shameless plug, if you go to page 2 of my website, there are Amazon links. Any shopping you do on Amazon, if you click one of my links first, it does help me out, even if you don't buy, like if you click on fish food and you don't buy fish food, you buy toilet paper or whatever, it helps me still. So if you're not already using somebody's affiliate link, I appreciate you clicking on that link before you shop on Amazon. It doesn't cost you anything, it helps. So, that being said, I was afraid I was going to run out of time, so I kind of rushed a little bit, but we've got about 26 minutes left. Anything in particular anybody wants to see? Again, we can go a little bit more in depth. Chewy says those teeth do not just hang on like a pit bull. Some species are venomous, some more than others. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near those teeth. Look at that. I'll take the piranha bite over that. Please and thank you. Come on out, girl. Come on. Come on. She used to chase my hand in the other tank. Pet her. So, William, I actually did pet her yesterday because I had to pull all this rock out of her old tank. So, while she was kind of huddled up, she liked having this lineup in the old tank where she'd just go down the middle of it. Yeah, Pam says, keep your hand out of that tank. I intend to. So I've actually got glass. So that right there is the center brace on this tank. That is added glass. And then I've got more added glass. So this thing's completely covered. Hey, Cathers Aquatics. How's it going, Bob? But I did pet her yesterday while I was having to pull a rock out. I figured why not. But I don't know if the video saved. I just did like a quick little 15-second TikTok, but I never finished it. So we'll see. But I will pet her again. Not right now because I have to move all the glass. But I pet her like back there, like on the back half there, on her back. Gotta be quick though. Gotta be quick. She was already kind of mad about everything being moved anyways. But I need to go pick up some more cleanup crew for this today. So that's one of the things I'll do when I take the fish in. No, I agree, William. If it's not on video, it didn't happen. Oh, she's always hungry, one dirty platy. At one point, the LFS she was at, they were actually buying the cold clownfish from a local clownfish company that breeds in bulk, just to throw them in the tank because she'll eat you at a house at home. She's a big, pretty girl, and she likes to eat. Got 37 watching and 20 thumbs ups. I appreciate that. And then we had Aquarium Cop with the $1 super sticker, and Gina French with the $10 super chat, if I remember correctly, which I hope I do. If not, I'm sorry, I've been up all night. We'll blame it on that. Or bettas, anybody? I thought Bob was going to come pet the eel. I guess I was mistaken. Yeah, well, she was in a 1,200 gallon display tank. Shell dweller rack. I mean, Sean, we've got, so I mean, this is sad, but I've actually got empty tanks. The 10 gallon I need to reseal, but I'm actually waiting to do that video, and then I'll have that set up. But I've got that 20. I've got two 20s and two 29s that are currently empty. So, I mean, we've got a little bit of space. I've got a 90 gallon coming in. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with that. Let's see, some of those LRB shrimp are back out. I love the black Neocardinas. Love all the colors. Guppy Guru, what's going on, buddy? I hope you're doing alright today. Sean says, sounds like all shell dweller tanks to me. I mean, we could definitely do some shellies right here. I don't know, Sean, what size tank do I need to do shellies? Can we do a 20 long here, buddy? Ask the resident expert here. And then Guppy Guru, don't mind the kids writing on the wall there. KGC, what's going on, KG Cichlids? For anybody that just popped in, there's the eel. First time actually showing her on the live streams. Alright, Sean, well, I think we're going to have to do a 20 there. So, we can definitely do that. You and I will talk more off the live. No, she doesn't want to come out. But you all will get to see more of her. I really need to get a backdrop on there. Let's see, guppies. We want more guppies. All my junk on the side there. My storage area. $90-gallon systems, please. You want me to add 5 more 90 gallons? I think Miss Fever said she wants me to add 5 more 90 gallons. Skippity skeep skeep, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. For anybody that missed it, there are the crib fry. Everybody loves the little babies. And then mom and dad there. Look at mom's big old belly. Sean says you could even do a trio and a 10 if you, hold on a second, it disappeared. Pull fry and pick the right species. We can talk. I'll get them all full of shell dwellers. Right? Absolutely. Indoor fishing inside. How's it going, my friend? I mean, I wouldn't mind. So that's, try not to give y'all motion sickness. So that's a 90 there. It's racked over one of the good old 5-foot 100-gallon tanks. You don't see those a whole lot anymore, unfortunately. If there's something in particular you all would like to go back and take a look at, just let me know. Otherwise, we're just hanging out looking at guppies for the moment. Sean says his 280 is going to only shell dwellers. So that's awesome. That's so awesome. Piranha hand feeding, and I've already had my hand, so I need to pick up some more food. I need to do my my extreme video, and I'm almost out of food, but they just love that stuff so much. Well, there you can kind of get the color on it. Nope, not anymore. Ornates. So I turned the light off so we could see in the other tank. Hold, please. These guys will be moving into the 125 once we get the piranhas into the 220. I think Bob said he's going to come over and catch the piranhas by hand. No net or scoop. He's just going to reach in and grab them because he's awesome like that. I'm going to need you to sign a waiver first, Bob. Apparently Miss Swampy. Swampy, if you're in here, what's going on? I missed you. It didn't pop up. These guys piled up. They're like, no cameras. No cameras. It's amazing how much quicker the ornates grow versus the Senegals. Alright, we'll zoom back through the hallway racks. So actually, Sean, in all honesty, I didn't build this stand right here. This came with that tall tank and I didn't trust it. But I kind of reinforced it and just used it. But the plan is to take and rack another 20 long with these 229s because we've got some space. Bob says James and Pegu like to be held, but I don't trust your piranha and their breeding search. Yeah, so just don't try and do it after it's been raining and I've done a cold water change. They get ornery. So we can actually add another 20 long here. I'm not going to add anything else to that rack. I like having that little bit of space underneath it, and that's a pretty tall tank. I guess that's like a 45. It's got the same footprint as a 29, but it's a lot taller. So let me see if I can get both of those in the same shot. Of course, that one's sitting a lot lower, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Guru sent me a care package. Do I need to go check the P.O. box, Guru? I was actually planning to do that. I need to do it. I don't think I did last week. I was checking it like every day and nothing was in there. So I was like, I can ease it off, and I didn't go at all last week. But thank you, Guru. Send it to the house, I think. All right, good deal. I will keep an eye out for it. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Looking forward to that. In the mail today. All right, I'll keep an eye out for it. Sounds like an unboxing video. But yeah, that blue-eyed lemon, every 2 weeks, he's sitting on eggs. That female and him are super reliable. I've got this guy in here. He wasn't looking too good earlier, so I moved him in here. he seems to be doing okay, but once he gets swimming around some more, we'll move him. This is the dad that I was talking about that pops 1/3 albinos. So there's dad. There's mom back there on the filter. But every single batch of eggs they pop right at 1/3 albino. So it is definitely in the genes. There's the purple Moscows from the Indianapolis parking lot meetup. So these LRB ones I actually took out. He had the bluish, yellowish males, and then he had some like orange-tailed males. I actually took the orange-tailed males out to see what I can do with that. Stephen the biologist says it's so extremely rare that a piranha pack will attack a human. The only time it would in the wild is when food source has been depleted or when natural environment transition is taking place. Yeah, no, absolutely, Stephen. So the whole point of that is, over the past decade, I've had my hands in with various piranhas, well over 1,000 times, easily. Never gotten bitten, and that's honestly why it took me so long to get the idea to do the series, because I don't see the shock factor there that most people do. In terms of sticking my hand in, I'm like, it's fine. I do it all the time. But I had some aggression issues. I didn't realize they were doing their nesting, so they were, digging out the little gravel nest there. And I watched the slow-mo replay, and you can see the one guy specifically shot straight up, bit me, and went right back down. He wasn't even part of the feeding that was going on. Because I had people say, well, it was because there was food in there. No, I've fed before with my hand in there, no problem. I used to even feed these guys, or those guys, I should say, the piranhas, by hand, no problem. But yeah, it was sheerly an aggression territorial thing. It was a fluke, but it happens. But the bite's coming along nicely. We've got full function there. It still hurts a bit in the knuckle, but other than that, we're good. And again, that one I need to gravel vac that. I let it all settle because I can't really drain it as low as it is, as well as I'd like to. And the way that this stupid stand is built is you actually have to run the tank in from the side, so I can't pull it out. So another reason I'd like to redo that stand. And there are the Exodon Paradoxus. Good old bucktooth tetras. So I had that sword, sitting in another tank, just kind of floating for a while, trying to figure out where I was going to put it. Finally, I just stuck it in that basket to give them some more cover. I need to get some more valve planted in there. And we've got about 12 minutes, so we'll scoot back in here. For the people that didn't get to see the front half, again, when we get done, I'm going to bag the African cichlids up, take them down to the pet store. We've got these guys in here. See, yeah, there it is. Maybe it's put a bad name and label on them. Even mating in the wild, they won't attack humans. Other fish, on the other hand, doesn't stand much chance. Yeah, so they've never bitten me before, and I mean, people say, "Oh, it's piranhas. They're going to attack you." I mean, they don't. They just don't. It's not what they do. It was just a shame that getting into that series, they bit me on the third day. At least it was on camera, though. At least it was on camera. If I'm going to get bit, might as well be on camera, right? Hey, Tiffany Rose, AIT, how's it going? Shouldn't miss anybody else. And this, again, is kind of empty because I've pulled a lot of the fry / set up this overflow contraption here. It sucks the fry down into here so that I can move them. It's also doing great at catching snails. And it even caught this coolie loach that's been hiding in here that I forgot was in here. Come on, turn camera. Coolie loach there. Forgot it was even in this top tank. Jackson Tax, hello. How's it going? 48 people watching, 32 thumbs up. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate that. And again, coming up, I'm not going to say exactly what day because of travel plans. I'm not entirely sure. But we are going to be doing a Tetra giveaway. We're going to give away some Tetras. So I've got 6 of those guys right there. And then I'll probably do a second giveaway with silver tips. Then I need to move Nathan's rainbow into another tank along with his black skirt, and I'll be doing good. We made it all the way back around. Oh, here's the alien betta. For anybody that missed the alien betta, he's probably still hiding in his corner. Yep, he's over here hiding in his corner. See if I can, yep, there we go. So he's got everything from green to blue to purple, of course, depending upon the angle you view him at and the way the light hits him. I think I saw something about it. Yeah, Bob said, I like the mannequin hand, James, much safer. Yeah, absolutely. But again, I'd much rather put my hand in here with these guys than put it in with that eel. But you gotta do what you gotta do. There was no way to get the rock out without doing that. Then got little desktop shrimp tank. That was where we started at earlier. It's got the golden back yellows in it. Only a couple. That's why they're in this little bitty tank. Once they get some babies going, we'll move them into a bigger tank. And try not to give you all motion sickness here. The up close, because usually you all don't get to see the up close on this tank behind me in the streams. Got our baby datnoid, especially in terms of how big he will get. Baby. If you haven't already, go check out all of these channels. I need to get more stickers from people. Before I started putting them on the tank, I ran out of stickers. Then the muck guppies. Let's turn the camera here. 1 or 2 little muck guppies. Oh, here, let me do this. We still got a couple minutes. This is so funny. I love watching them do this. Oh, just a second. Alright, so the orange tails there that you see, those are the ones that came from LRB that I pulled from the other tank. Oh, I got bit by guppies. I gotta go. I'm just kidding. Watch them swarm that O-nip tab. Moonstone, hey Kim, how are you? Says I've got a baby datnoid just like that, fish from fever. Yeah, they will get big, but it takes a while. Oh, I guess I'm gonna get down here on the floor. There we go. Look at that guppy swarm. You thought the piranhas were vicious. And look at that. Let's see if I can do this. Can't get her right up at the glass. But they're just going to town. I love watching them go after the O-nip tabs. It's fun watching them feed in general. But they have a blast on those O-nip tabs. Which that is still the same can that Mr. and Mrs. Zen sent me forever ago. So thank you for that. That's the old formula before they changed it. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Bob Kaler with the $2 super sticker with the wait for it. Thank you, Kaler's Aquatics. I appreciate that, my friend. I really, really do. Yeah, so I've still got, here, let me, about that much of a can of the old formula. I'm going to be sad when it's gone and it's new formula. But, Bob, thank you again for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate that very much, my friend. And y'all don't forget, we've got Big J's Fish Keeper going live in about 5 minutes by the time you all hear me say this. I'll be honest with you. Sorry, I'm trying to sit down on the floor here before I fall over. I didn't realize I had quite this many guppies down here until about a week ago, and I was like, oh my goodness. because it was just fry. I was just from pulling fry out of that top 40 gallon and tossing them down here. And as you can see, these have grown out to the point that they're now producing fry. Because I haven't thrown any little bitty ones in here in a while. So yeah, so these will be one of the things that I'm going to be listing. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the muck guppies. Y'all let me know what you'd like to see. But muck guppies will definitely be amongst the things that I'm going to be selling online. If you haven't checked out Guppy Guru's video about the Salt City Aquatics setup that they've got going, it's an awesome thing. I don't have enough time to even go through it and do it justice. So let's just say go check out Guppy Guru's video about, I think it's titled something like A New Way to Sell Fish. If any of you mods by chance could grab a link for it. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's awesome. But it's just so cool. So fun to watch the guppies. Thank you, Bob, for all the poopy poops. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, and so like with the mutts, one of the things I do is, say I get like a half black AOC leopard, and it doesn't necessarily fit that strain the way it should. It's not deformed, but maybe it doesn't have the colors that I want it to. Those culls will go in here. So even though it's not a perfect half black AOC leopard, it's still an amazingly beautiful fish. Hey Lav, how are you? I appreciate you swinging by. Thank you very, very much. Y'all are awesome. We got 42 people watching and 37 thumbs up. You can't beat that. Thank you. So this gets a lot of showline guppies, because a lot of the guppies that I went with were either from IFGA breeders or people that are known in the hobby. And so if something doesn't perfectly line up with that line, you know, if it's, say, a purple Moscow that doesn't look the way it should. Oh, 42 and 40. Oh, thank you. I guess I could do better. Y'all are amazing. I really do appreciate you all. Y'all make my day. I haven't even been to bed yet. I've been working on fishy stuff, but y'all have got me re-energized to get through the rest of this day and get some more fishy stuff done so we can bring some awesome new stuff to the fish rooms. So yeah, so that's my goal with my mutts, is to try and have some really, really high quality ones that are going to have all sorts of genetics. And that's the thing is, you can see there are even some Endlers in there, some Tiger Endlers. The genetic pool that these guys are getting is constantly getting refreshed. And I should have gone through it. I feel bad saying all this now that I mentioned I'm going to sell them, but just in terms of the genetics, I love these guys because of all the different things that are in there. There's a platinum albino. It was just an extra one. I didn't want him in with the others because I wanted to have more females, so I tossed him down here. And then I've got a couple platinum albinos, or albino platinums, up in the top of my guppy tank. Again, not a sales pitch. Don't buy my guppies. I enjoy watching them too much. But yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. I've gotten some really pretty purples, like a iridescent lavender. So I'm hoping to get a female, and I can start trying to work on a line from that because I absolutely love it. I think I pulled the male to the top mutt guppy tank. Let's see how close in we can get here. I mean, that's just good times. I know it's just guppies. If you're not a guppy fan, this is probably boring you to tears, and I'm sorry. Look at that, 43 watching, 43 thumbs up. So y'all are amazing. I've got about a minute left, so let me see if I can do this by memory. Thank you, Aquarium Cop, Gina French, Kaler's Aquatics, and I feel like there was another. There was another one. Pretty sure there was. Pretty sure there was. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Got Bob. Oh, this is why I hate doing it on the mobile. I can't just pull them up and look at them. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I really do appreciate the super chats. Of course, I appreciate you moderators doing an amazing job. Yeah, Chewy says, not truly mutts, just culls. Yeah, I mean, they definitely would qualify as quote-unquote fancy guppies. But moderators, you all rock. I appreciate you. I'd say Tampa Tom watching the replay, but Tampa Tom is actually watching this one live. So Tampa Tom, appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Y'all are amazing. Let's go check out Big J's Fish Keeper. He's going to have a live stream going now. Let's do hashtag Guppy. I think that's fitting. Again, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you, members, lurkers, listeners, thumbs uppers. Y'all have a great day. There's Big J's link. So until next time, keep your fish healthy. Keep yourselves healthy. Get yourself a little fish room fever. Take care, everybody.